Welcome to this week's Overwatch news without the bullshit. Let's get started. This week's patch was so fucking thick that it required users to conduct a full reinstall of the game. Fortunately, players who had the PTR updated were able to bypass this process. The biggest feature of the new patch is the new hero called Ashe, a damage dealer who's just a fast widow. Change my mind. The patch also came with a bunch of balance changes. All heroes now have the exact same jump height, which might be the first balance change ever released that saw no widespread backlash. Mercy's ultimate was slightly buffed, with it now charging 15% faster and increasing its healing per second from 50 to 60. Reaper was also buffed, with the spread randomization on his guns being reduced by 50% and his lifesteal now generating 30% of the damage he deals, up from the previous 20. Roadhog was the next hero to get buffed, with his hook now pulling in targets 0.2 seconds faster after making contact. This is designed to minimize the number of times the hook breaks after hitting a target. The hook cooldown now starts immediately after casting. The scrap gun pattern has also been slightly modified to be more consistent, as well as randomization being reduced by 50%. Lastly, his ultimate knockback velocity has been increased by 25%. The last buff was for Symmetra, whose primary fire now charges 20% faster. Not much else to say about this change. There is also a huge amount of upcoming changes in the PTR. Brigitte's shield bash damage has been reduced from 50 to 5 and will no longer be able to bash through barriers. However, to offset this change, her passive healing cooldown has been reduced from 1.5 to 1 second. The healing itself now lasts 6 seconds, up from the previous of 5, which means it will heal 100 damage, as opposed to 80. Moving on to Doomfist, targets hit by his rising uppercut now regain control in 0.6 seconds, down from the previous 3 seconds. His seismic slammability range has also been reduced by 25% and no longer affects a target's air control. His ultimate has also been changed, with the inner damage ring radius being increased from 1.5 meters to 2 meters. The damage of the outside ring has been decreased from 300 to 200. All of these changes are designed to give players more counterplay against Doomfist. Bastion is the next hero to be changed, with his recon mode ammo capacity being increased from 25 to 35. His weapon spread during sentry mode now also decreases by up to 33% while firing. Mccree is next to receive a buff, with his secondary fire damage being increased from 45 to 55. Soldier 76 mains will be happy with his upcoming change, which now allow him to freely aim his helix rockets during his ultimate. Finally, Torbjorn's ultimate damage has been increased from 130 to 160 damage per second. Moving on to the pro scene, 2 of the new Chinese teams were unveiled this week. The first is the Chengdu Hunters, who have a panda mascot and feature bumblebee colors. The second team is the Hangzhou Spark, who are the first to sport primarily pink colors. Very little information is available on the representing players. However, the second season of the Overwatch League is due to commence on the 14th of February 2019, with a full 20 teams expecting to participate. The Esports Awards were also held this week, with Overwatch winning both the Esports Game of the Year and Blizzard winning the Esports Publisher of the Year. This clip was the highlight of the show.
Well, this award goes to Epic Games! No, I'm joking. It's a joke. It goes to Blizzard. Well done, Blizzard.
The last piece of significant news is a video created by former professional player and popular streamer, Seagull. In this 20-minute video, which will be linked in the description, he talks about the biggest concerns he currently sees in the game. Some of the biggest points he covers is how the game now relies too much on counterpicking as opposed to outplaying an opponent, the lack of useful statistics, and how matches have a tendency to be either very enjoyable or downright infuriating. The video is available on his channel, and it will very likely be the most influential fan-made piece of content made on Overwatch this year, due to his unquestionable respect and in-game experience, as well as his measured and well-articulated arguments. In other news, people are still angry at Blizzard for Diablo Immortal, and XQC is angry at Overwatch for being Overwatch.